Welcome to my lounge, it's groovy. Welcome to my groovy psychic lounge. My name is Dale, mashed potato. Welcome to my groovy psychic lounge. Welcome to my lounge, it's groovy. Welcome to my groovy psychic lounge. My name is Dale, mashed potato. Welcome to my groovy psychic lounge.
Oh, hello, Sagittarius. Hello. This is me. It's me, Dale Mashed Potato. I'm the Groovy Cleveland Psychic. I'm here to give you a Pokemon card reading. Pokemon card reading. Okay, look at this. I got 69 cards in my deck now. I've been growing it, tailoring it to bring you specific messages from the other realms. We are in my Groovy Psychic Lounge. I have some tinctures. Drip, drip, drop. Motherwort. Grandernia luciderm. I don't know. Luciderm. This here is a fiber optic lamp that I got, that I won at Data and Buster's with all my tickets. And then these are some fresh flowers because I am bougie. Yeah, I'll buy fresh flowers. Why? Because I value my life and I value my home environment. Yeah, and I care. I care about it. You know, I just need to have like life in my house. I just need to have like beautiful things surrounding me. Like, otherwise I just like feel so down and stuff. Okay. Oh, my cards just fell. Well, anyway, Sagittarius, let's just get on with it. Enough of my blibbering and blabbering around. I'm gonna drink a cup of the coffee. Just pause with me for a moment as I sip my Uganda coffee. Beans from Uganda. Amazing world we live in. I've always wondered, when capitalism ends and we move into like a new type of more community-based, ethical culture, will people in Cleveland still be able to get coffee? Will there be global trade? These are questions that I ask myself. Maybe you know the answer, Sagittarius, because you are able to see things on a much bigger picture. The Sagittarius is amongst the stars, looking down on Earth, seeing the big picture. Sagittarius is about global travel as well. So the Sagittarius is probably like, you know what? Someone's always going to go to Uganda to get the coffee and bring it back for you, because a lot of people like to travel long distances and ways. So don't worry about it. And thus, I will not worry about it. Okay. However, now we move on to the reading, and I would like to do a reading for the month of November for Sagittarius. SAG-AFTRA, as I like to call it. We start by choosing a Pokemon card to represent the energy that the Sagittarius will be entering this month with. Looks like, I like to say it's the energy, you know, you're bringing it into you, it's lingering, it may not last the whole way, but it's like the month's going to start and you're going to have this with you. Excuse me. It's just so inelegant to be having a burp during my reading. Why does this happen to me? Here's your card for the month. The energy that you are going to be bringing into the month is Drowsy. Oops. A descendant of the legendary animal Baku, which is said to eat dreams, It is skilled at hypnotism. Okay. Taken at its most basic, Sagittarius, you may be feeling a little bit tired. Otherwise, why are you getting the drowsy card? On a deeper level, the animal Baku eats dreams. The Pokemon Drowsy is skilled at hypnotism. Maybe you are feeling a little bit hypnotized by something. Maybe you're in a little bit more of a dream world, Sagittarius. You're coming in with some otherworldly energy happening. You might be sleeping a lot. Or perhaps maybe you're almost like in a little bit of a separate weird world that you're not normally in. Perhaps, aka hypnotized. Maybe it's like sometimes maybe you met someone, a new person, and you're just totally captivated by their life, and you're like, all of a sudden, it's like you've left your own life and you're like involved in somebody else's world or a new world, or maybe you found a new activity. You took up CrossFit or something, and now you're like in CrossFit, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna do CrossFit forever, and I'm gonna look like The Rock. So you're coming in with sort of like an unusual, different energy. You're in a different world. I'm familiar with that. I'm always in a different world. That's why they call me Dale Mashed Potato, the Groovy Cleveland Psychic. I've been all over the darn place. Psychically. I don't really like to leave Cleveland, though. Okay. What's the energy that's going to be happening for the Sagittarius this month? So, like, you're hypnotized. You're a little drowsy. But what's going to happen in the month? Are you going to wake up? What are you going to do with this energy? Are you going to snap out of it? Or are you going to use it to explore something new, something different? Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's just take a look, though. The cards will tell me. They always do. Okay. You're going to have one card, and then I'm going to shuffle 2 cards. Then I'm going to cut 3 cards. Okay, you got 3 magic cards. That tells me, off the bat, you may be spending some time in the other realm. Why? Because in the story of magic, the game of magic, there are different planes that you visit. Let's take a look at the cards you got. First card is Adventurous Impulse. Well, that suggests that you are going to step in to the dream world. This new world that you've decided to enter, that the energy you're coming in with is taking you to. You're taking an adventurous impulse. You're doing it with a nice, positive, adventurous spirit. Not unusual for a Sag. You want to see what's going on. Why am I hypnotized? I've said why, a couple times. It's getting to the point where I say why every time, and it's no longer funny that way if I do it every time. Like, I was doing it ironically, but now it's like I'm just the guy who says why. Keldon Raider. Keldon Raider spoils are limited to that which what their kolos can carry. No matter the value, the rest goes up in smoke. I almost read that as limited to what their colon can carry. Oh boy. Okay, what is this? This is a dude. Let's say you're on this adventure. This guy's like ready to go and like charging forward. And, you know, this says he can only take the spoils that are that the thing can carry. So this is telling me, on your adventure, don't get too attached in this dream world. Take from it that which you can carry with you. You don't need to be involved. You don't need to take everything. You don't need to really become totally invested and like stay there necessarily. This suggests that at some point you're going to be getting out, and you're going to need to take with you some stuff, and you're not going to be able to take it all. So that tells me you're going in and you're going to come out, but you're going to be in there. Succumb to temptation, restraint is for the meek. That tells me when you're in there, don't overthink it and just like kind of indulge. Like you entered this world for a reason. Without shame, partake and participate. But don't be super attached to the participation. This is a good reading. It's all really works well together. I'm just going to get some more cards. I want to read a little bit more about this because it's very exciting to me. What are you doing, Sag? I'm going to have to talk to my Sagittarius friends and find out what this is about. Because I think it's kind of juicy. Okay, I just want 3 more cards. What are y'all doing in there? Okay. Some more advice for the month. Some more expectations for the month. What else are we learning about this month? Oh, I got a baseball card. Don't know why I got these. Put these cards in there. But Jeff Samardzija pitched for 4 teams in the last 3 years. This tells me you're trying something new. He pitched for 4 different teams. This one is linked with the Adventurous Impulse because this was the first card of the first 3. This is the first card of the second 3. This is telling me you just wanted to try something different. That may be partly what you're doing this for. Okay? Keldon Raider, take with it, learn from what you will. Guess what? Pancham is about learning because the text here says it grows up imitating the behavior of Pangoro, which it looks up to as a leader. So in this new environment, like I said, look at it as a learning experience. That means gravitate yourself towards the people who are involved in this world. Go to the people that you kind of are drawn to and admire how they're operating within it and learn what you can. So coming to temptation, you got Poliwag. Hey, can we talk about hypnotism one more time? Look at that thing. That's like totally a hypnotism spiral. That's what happens when you get hypnotized. Its slick black skin is thin and damp. A part of its internal organs can be seen through the skin as a spiral pattern. Succumbing to temptation is going to clue you into some part of your internal organs. Following the temptation, doing what you want, is going to give you some insight into what is happening inside you. Okay. That's why you're succumbing to the temptation. Okay? When you're in this other world. The final outcome, at the end of the month, what's going to be happening? What's the energy you kind of are leaving the month with? Are you still there in this world? Maybe a month's not that long of a time. If it is something like CrossFit, hopefully you are doing it for longer than a month. You know, because that's the only way it's really going to be effective. You can't do something like that for just a month. But if it's something else, maybe you're just doing it for a month. Let's see where you end up. I need a card. Cut. Snapping Drake. Foul-tempered, poorly trained, and mule stubborn. The Drake is the perfect test for the master's will. You're still learning. You're still in there. It's like succumbing to temptation and taking this adventurous impulse. Opened up a snapping Drake inside of you. Something that is at the moment foul-tempered and poorly trained, but the perfect test for the master's will. This is why we succumb to temptation. This is why we take the adventurous impulse. It's so that we can go find the Drake and tame it to use for our own abilities. So you are getting a new skill by going into this into this new adventure. You may be hypnotized now, and you may be in a different world. It may be a dream world, but you will master it, and you are going to come out with new skills, new traits, new understandings that are going to help you, Sagittarius, in the future. You're going to become stronger, strengthen your life and improve it. And you're going to have new skills and powers. Wow. You're not going to end at the end of the month. At the end of the month, you're still in there. You're sticking with it. I don't see even any temptation to stop sticking with it. You know you're going to continue with this one. Yes. All right. Have fun. Have fun in there. You're doing something unusual, some different, some not a character, and that's cool, man. Now you're becoming multifaceted. Maybe it's uncharacteristic. And that's when you say to everybody else, eat it. Cool. Cool. Good luck with CrossFit, Sag. That has been your reading. Anyway, I'm Al, Dale Mashed Potato. I don't know what else to tell you guys. I already saw you last month, and I'll see you next month, okay? Stop on back. Stop on back if you enjoyed the reading. Because I know it was right. Always am.